Good afternoon, guys. How's everyone doing on this Monday morning, or sorry, Monday afternoon? Hope everyone's recovered from the weekend, and I hope you're all in the best of moods and the best of health you could possibly be in. So, welcome to my channel, guys. Joey Barnett TV. I like to upload different content, and what I'm going to be concentrating on over the next few weeks is motocross. And the reason why I'm concentrating on this over the next few weeks is because the weather is changing, and I will be getting out. I'll be start going out as much as possible even. So where are we? Where we are at the minute is the water is mixing with the oil. Now, how I found this out was I recently got this bike, and the first thing you want to do when you get these bikes is give them an oil change, give them a service, and give them bits and pieces like that. I let the sump plug out of the bottom and drain your oil, and it nearly gave me a heart attack. It was completely creamy like yogurt and full of white. So basically the coolant was mixing with the gear oil, which is down here in this behind this clutch case here. As luck has it, these KX125s have got a solid crank, and this one had a rebuild just a few years, or was it last year? He said it had a bigger piston put in it, and it's had a new head gasket put on it, and that's what I initially thought it would be, because I've got a lot of experience with cars, vans, and probably four-strokes too. And normally when you see or anything four-stroke, normally when you see cream around the oil cap, or letting oil out of the sump, it's head gasket, and that's what I initially thought. It frightened the life out of me. And then I opened the rads and see that the fluid was empty. So I initially thought, has this bike been left out of fluid because it's got a leak out of the water pump? All sorts of things were going around in my head. So basically I went down to my mate's shop, Going Spare. Big shout out to Going Spare, Jason, over there in Wick. Very good pal of mine from back in the day. And I bought some coolant for it. I've just topped it up with coolant just now, and this is why I've got the phone on my bike, because it's not leaking out of the pump one little bit. Whether it does when I start it up, well, it didn't when I took it round the block when I first got it. So yeah, initially I thought it was going to be the water pump, but it ain't. So why is it giving off this creamy stuff from the oil? Why is the coolant mixing with the oil? Now, being a two-stroke, it's the fuel what hits the top of the head and goes down the piston and down all the rest of the barrel, not the oil, because the two-stroke is the two-stroke, and you mix two-stroke in with the petrol, so that goes through down the head, through the barrel, and bang bang bang, and gives you a big bang and all. But yeah, this is gearbox. So I use four-stroke Castrol gearbox oil for mine, and it works. It gets all the gears nicely, and it really works. And I use Castrol two-stroke oil for the bike too. Says it's done 47 hours, but I think he said that the clock is wrong because it's had a rebuild. So the solution, or the answer to the problem why the coolant is mixing with the oil, is behind this little water pump is the culprit. Now, I'm hearing it's quite a big common fault amongst two-stroke bikes. Behind there, it's a water pump, but it's not such as a water pump. It don't pump water like that. It's got more like a propeller type of thing on it. And apparently behind this water pump, you've got to take this little, the 4 bolts out, or 5 bolts out, and the Jubilee clip. Pull it out, and you've got a propeller. Behind that propeller is a bearing and also a gasket, and it's that gasket what always splits, and that's the culprit. So if that gasket is split, or corroded because we've had a bad bit of weather. And as I say, these problems do go unsolved a lot of the time. But I'm a bit of a perfectionist, so I've clocked it straight away, lucky enough. So yeah, basically I've got to take that water pump out, and as I said, there's a little propeller behind it, and then you've got a bearing, you've got to pop the bearing out, and behind the bearing sits a gasket. And if that gasket is split, that's what lets cooling into the bottom half of the engine. So it's not such a big deal after all. Now, I've bought the water pump rebuild kit off of eBay, and it was only £20 off eBay, very cheap. And it's come with the engine gasket, which is clutch gasket. It's come with the water pump gasket, and it's come with the bearing, and it's come with the seal. So this bearing seems to be okay, but because I'm going to be pulling the pump anyway and taking the propeller off, why not replace the bearings? So that's what I'm going to be doing, giving this pump a rebuild. And my plan is to do this coming Thursday. I'm waiting for it to be delivered. I've ordered the part. I'm waiting for it for the parts to come, and then I'm going to run it up to mate's garage, Blonde's garage in Brighton over there, and he's going to watch me do it. So like watch over me, make sure I'm doing it all right, and he's got all the tools up there and they're top mechanics up there, and yeah, he's going to watch over me doing it, guys. So hopefully I'll be getting out this weekend on it. But for now, guys, hope you enjoy my content. Hope you're having a good day. Peace.